Be good if I recorded any of that. So, like I just said, we're gonna go down here, do a bunch of long line fishing, head over to Ellensnicken, or Ellefsnicken, whatever it's called. See what's there. That'll bring up our mileage a bit, and maybe they can sell the fish there. Flippy here, we'll get the job done. It's 3 kilometers, okay. I could be getting this ready, couldn't I? Alright, just a little bit to go. I must check at some point, is there like a... I wonder, is that there like a area where there's a fishing habitat? Is that money coming down to the one I know? Shame we can't take any cargo. That was what I was gonna do, wasn't it? Last night we were gonna do the long line fishing, and then we were gonna take the service boat. I could probably just go sell these now and get the 1,000 or 2,000 hook lines. Hey, Cinema. You wouldn't want your ships on land? What do you mean? Oh, ships at sea. Right. Sorry, I'm not fully awake. No need to apologize. I started stream very early this morning for some stupid reason. I've already done like an hour of Star Citizen. But I don't have viewers at this time of morning, so I don't like, why did I do that? Gonna ruin my numbers. Why would I do something so silly? I have no idea. Like, I'm still streaming. Alright. As long as I enjoy myself, and I'm not even sure about that at the moment. That's why I stopped playing Star Citizen. So we shall see. How's your week going? Who knows? We're like very close to 2,500 subs on YouTube. We had a test yesterday for ADHD. I think a lot of people are getting tested for that these days because I guess it's more diagnosable than talked about. I'd probably do with a test myself. I'd love to know why they called it Flippy. Yeah, exactly, yeah. People like to rag on and say that, oh, the number of such and such cases is up. But yes, because more people are getting tested. More people get tested, more people get diagnosis and take vaccines and stuff. That means we can bring down the numbers, like polio. Don't really want to know why they call it Flippy? Oh, I can guess. Although it's actually one of the less rolly ships. You should see the service ship at this tier. So I usually do with this boat just like pattern like that, and then we come in and hit the buoys here after waiting. Waiting is the important part, because if you go up to the buoy before waiting, it just disappears. Not that I know from experience or anything. And there we wait. 50 hours later. Luckily it's only 12. And it happens in an instant. We'll go 15. Boom. Done. Oh, it's snowing. Nice. That would be great fun on the ocean, wouldn't it? Okay, now the most buggy part of this. Not buggy, but inconsistent. Come on. There we go. I think you have to aim for the hook, not the head. If you don't get it there, you don't get it out. That's... Come on. You know? It's so inconsistent. I'm smacking them in the mouth half the time. If you lead it, you get it. Big game design? Yeah. And it jumps every now and then, which is awesome. I don't know. I'm just spamming in it these days. I don't really worry about it. I can't wait till the AI crew are in and I can put them doing it. If I do stream later today, it'll be X4 probably. And then maybe X2. Alright, here we go again. See, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be aiming at here. There we go. Always good to have some plies. Yeah, yeah, plies. See what I mean? It works sometimes. But then if you aim at the fish, it's definitely the hook. It even says in the tutorial, aim at the fish's head. I'm pretty sure it's the hook. What are we about 80 meters depth below us? Totally screwed this up. We're just gonna do this. One hell of a change in environment and weather. Oh yeah, there's dynamic weather in this. So like I think the previous games went off live weather forecasts. And honestly, the dynamic weather will probably be more believable than the real weather these days. It's definitely the hook. You don't aim for the head, aim for the hook. Still have to aim though. The inconsistency is just what gets me. I just smacked that fish in the mouth 4 times. I completely missed that one. I was behind it on that one, I know that, yeah. But it jumped over a little bit. It was a little like a micro stutter on the animation. We still have a bunch cod, a bit of haddock and a bit of pollock. Okay. I thought it was way out with that one. See? Thank God we got the big cod. Right. So that's our 4 lines done. So then we're gonna do them again. So we've got 149 pollock. This doesn't look repetitive at all. It's fishing, dude. It's fishing. But it's the one version of fishing. 261, 270, 290. So we have 390 cod, 106, 152 haddock, and a bunch of catfish. I've never fished. I wouldn't know if it's entertaining. It's repetitive. Like it's repetitive in the same way that like SnowRunner is repetitive. I don't know if you ever played SnowRunner. But you have to remember that I have not. Oh, okay. 90% of what you do in games is simple repetition. And the human brain loves it. This is, it's relaxing-ish. I say ish because of the little funniness with the hook. But please don't throw a reality hammer onto me. I don't know, man. What's the last game that you blame me for? Dodge, dodge, attack, die. Yeah, see? It's dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. Then attack. This is the second line. Lovely. Have you watched Dodgeball? Exactly, yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's such a stupid funny film. That's what you need sometimes, just to shut your brain off. Don't worry about what the hell is actually happening. And just laugh. And you'll be better for it. That's why we're fishing now instead of flying through, well, attempting to fly through space in Star Citizen. I just need to shut my brain off a bit. Then, of course, I start doing math by counting fish. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Yeah. I need to get some of them sound bites, actually. Actually, I need to get that sound about the dip, dive, dip, dodge, duck, and whatever the heck. Got that all wrong. That's going to be such an easy pickup for those four there. I don't know if that has any effect on your catch, but I'm going to pretend it doesn't. And then we're going to head over here because I haven't been over there and it was offering missions, so I presume it has some amenities there. And also because we need to travel to get to tier 2. Luckily, the seas have been pretty calm. Dodge, duck, dive, dip, and dodge. Gotcha. The seas be calm. Do calm. Well, we'll see, because we're about to skip time again. Oh, I'm way off. They're over here. How did they end up over here? I was way off. Holy crap. Oh, nice. Feel pretty calm. Got a bright night out. Very interested to see naval actions next update. There's a lot of stuff in the notes that they put up. The old peg leg isn't what it used to be. You got it on the right leg. Goes on the left or the right. And only those two. This has been a much more successful pickup so far. No, oh, there we go. I was gonna say no, don't make me miss the big cod pickup. Nice. We've nearly 600 cod. That's we're getting close to the, I think it's a 10-ton quota on the cod. So they're put into 3 groups. They are large, medium, small. Just in case you're wondering about that. I don't know what else I could have done there. Probably hook the damn thing. Again, I don't know. I just smashed its face. Not missing would be a start? True. Speaking of missing, I might play Tarkov. Because seemingly you don't get banned for playing single player Tarkov on Twitch anymore. Oh, we're over our quota then. So yeah, so this could pay us really well. That's what I want to see. We've never done the 2 runs. That's what I was going to do. I was going to go back and get a cargo mission down to the other port. That's right. So Tarkov is a multiplayer game. Single player Tarkov is a mod. which technically is against the TOS of Tarkov. But supposedly, Nikita, the head of PSG who make Tarkov, has said he's okay with the mod as long as there's no multiplayer component to it, which some dumbass has made already, but I won't be using that obviously. Especially considering that they're going to release a single player mode eventually, paid. It will be moddable supposedly. Come on! Oh, it's so inconsistent. Can't. We are slightly running over the boy. Yeah, exactly. It's basically that's what it is, yeah. But obviously he doesn't want people advertising the mod either, so you're not allowed to like post links to it or tell people how to install it or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like smacking it. Get that one. Weather change to fog. Oh, beautiful. Got that one first try. I think it's the hook, because I'm just aiming at the hook there. Yeah, it's the hook. Okay. I think we... Oh my god. Right then. We currently have nearly 15 tons of cod. A little under 3 tons of pollock. And let's say 3 tons of other. Well, only one thing for full speed. Oh wow, yeah, that doesn't help. Well, they got that right. No point using your headlights in fog. Interesting issue with the... I'm gonna put that up to... Oh wow, look at the difference. Okay, we'll put that up to high. Put everything on high. Foliage will be okay in the middle of nowhere. So this will be fun. What I'm thinking then is we're going to let go from Rost. Oh yes, that's really 700, 1.9. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a trip, but fine. Want to kind of stick due north. So loud. Give you a jump scare? Good, it worked. Good morning. So this is when it'd be cool to have like the NPCs going around doing stuff and like, you know, coming through the fog, and next thing there's a like a 90-foot trawler coming the other way. Like, there's an island right there. More than usual? That's an island. I wasn't paying attention. We were drifting off course. You can see the boys up ahead. It takes a while to get in and out, but we could possibly break 1,000,000 here. If the shop works the way I think it does. The way it does. Jesus. What, we're gonna break the 100-kilometer mark soon. Not on the way back here, but that's fine. Well, we'll be heading over from Rost 1.7. That's 1.3, so that's 3, 5.5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 2. That's about 9 kilometers between those two. I remember my maths teacher hated me because I used to do all the sums in my head. And I used to not write down enough. I came back and bit me in the ass in a test. It's like, yeah, you can write down the answer, but you won't get anything for it. Get all the points for the process. Right, fog is cleared up. Never good at maths. Ah, yeah, but it's different for everyone, right? I could look at the sum and do it, kind of, you know. But I was terrible at tests. I had to repeat maths in my finals, like. I was terrible at tests. That's what I was saying to you about you know, getting that test. It's one of those things, like the education system is there's a great picture of the general education system, right? It suits for Ireland at the moment, but it's getting better. Where there's a picture of a teacher or whoever, and in front of him is a monkey, an elephant, a horse, and a fish, and he tells them, okay, all of you have to climb that tree, go, that's your test. That's exactly how the education system works in most countries, if it's standardized. That's your teaching system. Exactly, that's it. That's how it used to be. As I said, it's getting better, especially like as we were talking about earlier with you know, people understanding that, hey, everyone doesn't learn the same way and all that kind of crack. Nearly back. We could actually buy a fish farm. The fish farms are 500,000, but I don't know if a close by cargo mission is now available. Well, we know about that. The one we do all the time. We might take those 3 missions before we go over. What's the aim of this game? So everything's not in the game yet. That's the thing, right? So you're gonna have crew. Like, and they can get injured and stuff. It's about making money and doing jobs and stuff. There's gonna be like fires and breakdowns and all that kind of stuff. End goal. I don't know if there is an end goal or the games are just sandbox, because I haven't played the other two. You start out small, you know, get the bigger ships, get more money to get more bigger ships, that kind of thing. That's all the incentive I need. That's where I think it would be cool if there was stuff like SnowRunner, where like in SnowRunner you do things on the map and it changes the map. You're not just like bringing cargo. Like, I'm not just bringing groceries over to that house because they need their groceries every day and it's a repeatable mission. You can have those missions, no problem. But like, we're bringing construction materials over to this place over there every time, but nothing happens, you know? Is it a business? I don't know. Just a shack over there. Right. 378,000. There we go. Broke $1 million. So if we went out and did that again, we would actually be able to but yeah, there's cargo running and then there's services. So there'll be broke down ships that you can tug back to port, fires and stuff like that on other ships. Supposedly, I haven't seen any of that yet, but the systems are there for that. Oh, we need 72,000 for that. So, this is what we need tier 2 for. These two. Dr. Phil. Oh my god. I never noticed that name. Or a kind of snowbox game, more of a mud basket. Because it's leaky. Oh yeah, I wanted to change ship. We're not actually going to go out fishing straight away again. We're going to go with that one. SnowRunner is part of the Mudrunner series. It's based in a number of areas, but you're a trucker going through some areas that have been very badly flooded and wrecked, basically. And I didn't take any missions. We'll take all those missions. You go around, rebuild bridges to get access to new areas and stuff like that. We're going to Vidoya. That's what we're going to do. It's only 30 grand, but not Vidoya, is it? Oh, so that's... Oh yeah, Vidoya's on the way. Ellen Schnicken. It's 5 nautical miles. 75 grand for going there. How much equipment is there? 5 pieces. Alright. Like, again, these are only the tier 1 boats, so, you know, it's all hand-loaded stuff. Yeah, we probably will deliver the groceries after I load these. Yeah, but again, so SnowRunner, it's a lot of difficult terrain and stuff that you have to manage and get to areas and deliver loads that are gonna provide for local businesses, or like I said, build bridges and stuff. So that's your progression. Because again, like you asked, it's like, well, what's the point in going out fishing if it's just, you know, fishing? Groceries. Taking this one so I don't have to turn around and go back to the others. And we get 20 grand for it. This is all about going down to the other place and seeing what they have. This is our repulsor lift boat. So considering that propeller is spinning in the air, not in the water, would this technically be an aircraft? What's the name of the a hydroplane? Is that what the ones were called that skimmed across the water? You know, that big Russian thing that used to be a ferry across a lake, basically. Alright, lovely. Get going. This is going to be a trip. Again, Cam C, so we're pretty good. I wonder, is that going to be, don't think the clouds mean anything. The propeller blades, they do. This is the boat you take tourists out on. Yeah, I get it. The wheels on the bus. Butter Chicken, thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, there's a mission to go out whale watching on this boat. And it's so maneuverable. It's so maneuverable that I wish they animated the tourists on the boat. But I know why they're not doing it, because, well, people would be doing this and throwing tourists into the water. Ice cold Norwegian water. Anyway. No, I have no one on the boat right now. We did a whale watching mission before. At a tsunami building? Hell. Must have been an earthquake. No, we did a whale watching mission which actually brought us out in this direction. And you kind of just go around to spots. Now, I didn't see the whale myself, but it said we saw it. And someone else said that they do breach. Unless they weren't talking about in-game, and then I was saying it'd be cool if the whale came up for air while you were there. Oh, I should do it from in here. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Alright, we're still have a while. We have to go to the far side of that island. I need to get like a wireless mic, and then I can just walk around and do stuff while traveling. So I should get about 700 XP for this. 750. I think we'll get more actually. That brings us nearly up to past halfway of the next level. We've got 47 kilometers left to travel before we get to class 2. It'll give us access to the tier 2 boats, I presume. And we nearly have the money for the fishing vessel. Again, we could have gone out and done the actual fishing and got the money, but we need the distance too, so we'll head down here, and if they have an area, a shipyard, we'll be able to, I hope we'll be able to switch out to the fishing boat, and then like we can just head out this way. So again, the sun is rising in the south. Just wanted to point that out. You can see the compass at the top. Alright, we're over halfway. Of course, this is a service boat, so it can come with a water cannon. I just took it off because I was using it for cargo. But we can put a water cannon right there. And also we can tow other ships with this. H to remove the hood. What time is the Monaco qualifying on it? Three o'clock. So they're the two main harbors. Gotcha. Well, that kind of answers that, right? So I should have read that. Two kilometers. Problem is now we're gonna have to go back. Because this is only gonna be like a minor port with fueling station. Hopefully there's a couple of missions available. I never looked at the speed of the other ships. Do they feel placed a bit randomly? A little bit. I was kind of hoping for more from these little harbors. I hope they develop that. Like, slightly disappointing coming all the way out here, and then next thing it's just a shack. This was offering missions before. Unfortunately, there's nothing here now. Am I getting that boat? Oh. Who knows? A couple of the Norwegians might be back in chat in a bit. I can tell you. Yeah, one of the guys that was here Thursday actually is from Veroi. Boom. 1200 experience for that. Even though it only said we're getting 750. People are from places? We know, right? It's crazy. Some people are from different places. And then travel to other places. Right. Just a myth? I know, everyone's in their basements. Okay, I don't want to flip this because this is actually an expensive ship. Well, not that expensive, but it's not worth sinking. Damn, I was hoping there'd be a mission or two there just to get a bit of a backload. I need to test it. I need to test it. That's done. I need to test this. Is there technically a fast travel? Oh. If you were close to port, they usually bring you back to Rost. Just get a bunch of toy soldiers and put them in the front of this. Missed opportunity to call out Higgins. That's actually what I'd be doing if I was traveling on this and knowing I'd be here for the next like 10 minutes. Just be walking around looking at everything, opening and closing doors. Okay, we're gonna cut like straight up through there. Yeah, shame there was no missions there. Back up to Rost. Are we about a third of the way there? Yeah. Yeah, the fish farms then, I'm kind of considering buying one, but I'm going to hold off because I want to, you know, buy the bigger ship, boat, whatever you want to call it. Again, I could already buy the medium cargo boat, the tier 2 boat, but I think we go for the tier 2 fishing ship and get the net lining, net fishing. Because I presume that's just going to rake in money. Oh, did you hear that the Doge passed away? Seemingly again. I can't believe Twitch itself doesn't have an emote for that. The only one I could find was from Yo-Yo Make. Not really appropriate. Also, is my emote wall not on? I must not have it activated on... Oh, wait a minute. No. That's weird. Alright, it's in sight, finally. Still a while away though. Hey Stratman, how's it going? Not too shabby. We're just slowly making our way back to port. In our repulsor lift boat here. How are things with you, man? If anyone doesn't know, Stratman, cool dude, plays a variety of games. Oh, sorry. How does it play? Okay. It's like SnowRunner on water is how I'm describing it. You know, it is not a fast-paced game by any means. Got a little bit of cargo delivery. You obviously got the fishing. There's a couple of types of fishing. Aggression in there as well. A lot of stuff is not in yet because it's early access. Fines aren't in yet, which is great. Crew is not in yet, which is a big thing. I haven't had any issues with fire or failures or anything. Then you have like the jigger, the longliner, and the net fishing at the moment. Yeah, it's not too bad. I like it. It's very chill. We are going to. Well, we're gonna go fishing again now in a minute because it's easy money at the moment. We'll go do another set of long lines. Looks like a long trip. This was a long trip. I wanted to go down and see this. We're actually after coming from over here. So this is the map. So yeah, we're actually after coming from over here. We did a delivery there because I wanted to see what was over here. The answer is nothing. So we're heading back to Rostier now to switch out to our fishing boat. Then we're going to take our fishing boat down to here, where we do our long line fishing at the moment. We're going to make enough money to buy the next tier of fishing boat, which will allow us to make even more money. Which I think I'll then I'll invest in. Well, no, I'm gonna buy the tier 2 cargo ship before I invest in a fish farm, and then we'll convert our small cargo ship to manage the fish farm. So I think you have to bring out malt and stuff. We'll see. I don't know how they work. But yeah, overall, not bad. I haven't played the other two games, so I don't know what progression will be like later. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing NPC ships moving about and ramming us, stuff like that. Yeah, there's dynamic weather, so there can be rough water. We've been very, very lucky so far. But yes, there can be. And I think the previous two games used live weather reports to do the weather. This is using a dynamic system, so. Yeah, like we had a thick fog there when we were out fishing the last time. Gotta cook. Look for a bit. No worries, dude. What have we got available here? And yeah, make sure your boat has enough fuel capacity. We don't. I don't think we do anyway. So we're currently saving up probably for this. But it's tier 2, so we have to do a little bit more. Eventually we'll get this. Anyway, we have our fishing boat. That's all we need. Listen to this beast. This is Flippy. Probably the most stable boat we have. Yeah, you do get to rename the boats, but at the moment, when you reload a save, the names get reset. Just to be aware. Also, your character does. There's only like 4 or 5 options for the character, but you know, some people that's a thing. I need to go like exploring for fish habitats up here if they're closer or something. This is going to take us about 8 or 9 minutes to get to the fishing spot. There's no time control as far as I'm aware. Nope, no time control. No fast travel. No autopilot at the moment, but I think that's coming. Yeah, we're gonna head down here. We have about 30 kilometers of distance to travel before we get the next level. Oh, immersive? Yeah, I don't mind it. It's just like you're tipping along. Like I said, it's like SnowRunner without all of the mud. In my mind. But because of that comparison in my head, that's one of the things I'd love to see in the game is being able to complete things on the map that change the map. You know, like it's based on, it's a real area. You know, that might be a little bit of an issue, but it would be cool. Yeah, just under like 3 kilometers. And then we have our 4 buckets of hooks that will drop. We'll pass time. I'll go through this actually. So currently we're going to do long line fishing. A long line is a fishing gear consisting of a long line, shock, har, with shorter lines, or snoods, or leaders, attached. And you have hooks attached to them. Long line must be baited before descending to the sea. Bait the bucket by interacting with it, Place the bucket on the back, and cast it out when you're in a habitat. Needs to soak for 12 to 17 hours. And then you haul it in, because we have the rigging here on the side of the ship. And that's where we're making our money. So we have 4 sets of 500 hooks. Oh, I should have changed them to like 1,000 or 2,000. Anyway, we're gonna do like 2 full runs of them, and hopefully I'll do okay at the little mini game where you have to hook in the fish. And we made significant amount of money there the last time. Was it 380,000 or 340,000? I think it was 340,000 kroner. Then if we do that again, of course, we'll be able to afford the other ship, but we just need to get the mileage in. That'll get in there for sure, probably. I'd imagine the entire economy will be changed a bit, I'd say. Like even starting out, all you have to do is do the 3 missions here. You make 60 grand for doing the 3 deliveries there. And just repeat that. It takes about 15 minutes to do those 3 missions to completion. So in an hour you could make 240 grand, which would get you this ship. It would get you this ship and enough money to upgrade this ship and buy all the gear. Then you could come out here and start doing the long lining and make a lot more money. How are we doing? We're nearly there. It snowed a while ago, so obviously we've got snow on all of the land over there. Also, if you get out of the thing and you hit 1, can get an SOS. I was just thinking I could head off and make lunch and just set the ship to go forward and then do an SOS back to Rost and have the mileage done. It's actually down here I need to go. It's gonna be down there. Ooh, I need to check my emails, don't I? So I'm hoping on Monday at the latest we'll be having a look at Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon's new update. Supposedly there's a new region being put into that. I liked what I played so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. Meters or so deep. Ah, we're here. Good. Away you go. It's okay, we're just deploying hooks at 13 knots. That won't cause issues at all. That notification won't go away. Interfering with everything. The pollock there. Catfish. Cod. I presume you can fish them out. Alright, we get the second line out, we'll double back. So I usually double back on myself and then have all 4 boys around one area here. So I can just pick them all up. I don't think it affects anything at the moment, at least. How did you get those stains up there? There's the other 2 boys over there. Alrighty. Alrighty, well now we head back to the middle. Slow down once we get there and rest for say 14 or so hours. So it's going to be like, yeah, like 2 or 3 a.m. And then we're going to miss all of the fish. You can see the 2 boys right there. So what gear do you put down that doesn't have a marker on the map? Or if I get too far away, I guess that marker will disappear, right? And the other one is kind of a long-range GPS one, the one that you buy. "3 a.m. Slightly rougher seas." That's okay, right? Oh, this is gonna go well. Come on. There we go. So what, you can only be like left of the hook? I don't know how closer I can get to the fish there. Again, I don't know how much closer I can get to the fish. Oh, you have to grab them way under the water. I think we're going backwards. Oh, got that one early. Right. So out of that we got 26 pollock, 43 haddock, 188 cod. Not too shabby out of that one, really. Yeah, you have to go for them earlier. Alright. I was waiting for them to get to the, like, water. See, no. We're going backwards again. Yeah, I was waiting too long. Oh. Gotta get me cod. Captain Birdseye will kill us if we don't get the cod. Way too far away. Oh, those little ones. Oh. Hopefully there is okay. Should be that. That was a good one, actually. Got plenty of haddock there. See, just under 500 cod. Not bad. Oh, and we are moving forward. Nope. Oh, we're getting all sorts turned around here. Hold on now. Go at that completely differently. That look like catfish. Never get that one. Come on. Right, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to grab that bucket. We go again. It's also doesn't seem to be using bait. It's always interesting. Hey, Barber slaps. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's me not aiming at the right place. I've been trying aiming at the hook. I've been trying aiming at the mouth. It seems to be a little all over the place. But, yeah. Look, it's probably me, don't worry. But, the fish does sometimes, stutter. Look, it could be worse, right? Like, I think if I would say I'm pretty good at like clicking on heads and stuff, you know, like decent. But if like someone had an issue with that kind of thing, they're gonna have a real hard time doing that. So I presume you'll be able to get crew to do that later on. But at the same time, then, as Castle was saying, this is going to have to get nerfed because even missing all of them, we're making a ton of money doing this. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but the payout is kind of nasty. At least for the progression that's in the game so far. Right, there's that one. We're getting there. I might do a third. I probably will do a third group. Because we'll definitely, like, we'll be over our quota, but... 1.6, 7.9... We've 8.2 tons of cod already. Our quota is 10. I don't know if the quotas are working. We have over a ton of pollock. We have over nearly 2 tons of haddock. I'm leaving a little bit of a gap there so that we have room to maneuver on to the next one straight away. Then it doesn't really matter where this one finishes. So like, if it allows us to sell over our quota, we could make over 500,000 kroner in this run. Maybe. As long as I don't do really, really badly with collecting all the stuff. And this one should finish round about now. Oh, I'm putting way across it. There they are, dead ahead. Look at that southern sunrise. Yep, and that northern sunset. Nice calm waters though, so that's good. I put these ones a bit close together. There we go. Roughly that spot here, okay. Okay. Cool. Every one of them right down the center of that fish. And then we just randomly get that one. Oh, we went back past that one. I don't know what I have to do to get that first one. Okay. What? Just about see him. Oh no. Damn it. Oh, we got that one like right there. Interesting. That line does seem a lot steadier though. That area there seems to be the good spot. We're barely moving. Damn it. I'm just trying to move around randomly here now at the moment. This one. I'll never get this one. Never get that one. I don't know what I'll have to do for that. Oh, come on. What? Nothing? Oh my god, we've got... Oh, Jesus. We didn't get that. Oh my god. Right, okay, fine. Fine. We've got over 1,000 cod. We'll go sell that and see, because... that last one demoralized me. It's starting to snow again. Let's follow that northern sunset. So I need, I want to upgrade these then, right? I'll upgrade them, like, I presume this boat can take any number of hooks on the long line, so I'll upgrade them to the maximum. 2,500 hooks on the line. Then if we come out and do 4 of them, Jesus, we'd only need to do, what, 1 or 2 runs to pay for a boat. Again, depending on the quotas, because we have 10.8 ton there. So we have over 15 ton of cod, but our quota is 10. Yeah, we have a what, 6 or 7 minute, or 7 or 8 minute trip back up. That message is stuck in the background of the map. You can't interact behind it. Yeah, and it won't pop up now. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'll do. Oh yeah, we're at 129. I need to do 21 kilometers. So it'll be sub 20 by the time we get back to Rost. Aim for that gap there. So depending what we make here, might just buy one of the fish farms, because we're gonna have to do the mileage anyway, so we might as well come back and do another long line and just get the money. Because we're going to upgrade the long line as well, actually. Like, you think you're getting close, but you're still far away. Ugh. So I am gonna want to make the trip up there because I want to see what they have for sale. If they have any, I'd imagine they have something different because that looks like a bigger, much bigger harbor than Rost. I presume it is, right? I presume that Rost is the starting region for a reason, and then you'll eventually make your way up to Veroi to buy like the bigger stuff. Like if you look at Rost, this is the main area. Compared to this. I don't know, I haven't been up there. That's 22 at least. We refueled there. We refueled down here as well. So we have our main fuel station is here. Not on our map right now. So eventually we'll have to take fuel to those other stations to refuel them. I wonder could it do that? I wonder could our service boat do that? Hey Spectre, how's it going? Got me outside of bed, Neither. I am also tired. I'll be honest, I probably shouldn't have streamed this morning, but I just got up early and did. Yeah, I'm alright. Beta 6 released on the 22nd. How many more until release? As many as it takes to fix all the issues, I hope. I'm not sure I'll do X4 today. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Let's see. Right, food is ordered. You know what? We didn't get a little picture of this boat. I appreciate that, Spectre. Well, no, I do want to do X4 because I want to. I don't like not finishing things. We do need to progress in X2 though, because we need to get to X3. And like I have Kenshi to go back to, and I have. I'm slightly addicted to Star Citizen again, even though it annoys the hell out of me sometimes. Don't play RimWorld, then I leave. Yeah, yeah, not my kind of game to stream. I'll play Song of Six, 376,000. That's not bad. It's not bad. So we're at 1.5 mil. So then if I go up to the item limit exceeded. Ooh. How do I get rid of them then? I can't get rid of them. What is this in? That's my valuta. What? This is in Norway, yeah. Don't think you can right now, so I'm stuck with 500 lines on the ship. On the boat. Oh wait, no, I can buy them. Oh, I can only buy one of them. Wait. No, item limit exceeded. Huh. Oh, right. Price in, yeah, the price is Norwegian kroner, yeah, because it's based on the Norwegian Islands. Our starting port is Rust. The other main port is Verai. Roy. Taste looks like a harbor as well. But yeah, this is the area we are currently in. Yeah, it's the actual places. Like it's a topographical map of the islands. Like I would say it's pretty accurate, right? What I've been told, it's pretty accurate. So there's no point in us buying the larger hooks and stuff. You can cheat dropping a line and go back and purchase another. Ooh. But we'd have to go back to the habitat to drop the line. We're not that hung up. Don't worry. We can make money. It'll just take us a little bit. But that means I'm going to buy the fish farm then, right? Let me just check. If I buy the fish farm, I need to buy bait for it and smolt and stuff. And I presume it's going to take time to make money back on that, but you'll eventually make good money back on it. So like we want to go to you, we'll say, and do the upgrade for the smolt tank, which is 15 grand. There's a habitat. Oh no, no. Yeah, we're literally fishing right here. It just takes 10 minutes to get there. So if I buy a small tank, right? We're gonna do that anyway. Boom. And we can take that off whenever, because that's what we're gonna use this ship for. Because we're gonna boat. So we're gonna use this one for the cargo because it's faster. Also, we can stick back on the water cannon if we want. So this one will be our little fish farm tender. You don't even have your biggest engine. Oh, 105. I don't. We'll do the 70 grand. Sell that. Technically, that only cost us 45 grand. Wait, what? We had the better one, but we didn't have it installed? That's weird. Was I doing silly things again? That makes no real difference to me on that boat. We're good on the fuel tank for you. You have that. You have the best engine. You have the best propeller as well, right? Yeah. Searchlight, I don't see any need for it yet. But see, you can transport goods, so it is not only fishing. Yeah. Yeah. So the last two games were just fishing, but yeah, there is transports of goods, cargo boats, and there's also service boats. So what boat have we got there? Let me pick that boat so that it gives us all those missions. Their little boat. So we can, yeah, deliver stuff around here. Again, these three missions here, take them all at one time. Once you get the first actual boat, just take the three of them, and then you can do a little loop around the bay here. As long as you've you go here, here, and here. That's 60,000 kroner in 15 minutes. You can go whale watching, bring out tourists. It is what it is. You can clean out trash. I haven't done that one, but I don't know. 17 nautical miles to Verroy, and we'll get 125 grand for going there. And what I was going to say is these little buoys here, they can need servicing as well, so you don't have to come in here and like, let's actually buy a drill, let's buy the hand jigger, buy the binoculars. Flashlight, I don't really need a flashlight right now. The ping me we don't need right now either, and then you can get parts that you might need to repair. Oh yeah, here's the smolt. actually do that. Let's. How much does that cost? I haven't even bought the farm yet. We were having an issue with this boat, but that has now been resolved, it seems. I'm kind of looking forward to the bigger cargo transport. I want to see how big that gets. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Used for feeding fish in... Okay. Big enough to your medium cargo. We're not going to need that. We're going to need 5,000 salmon smolt. Costs 50 grand. Okay. Very cheap. So for the 5,000, how much food would we need? Can hold 20 grand. Okay. Industry size ship, yeah, I'd like that. I think that would be cool, but I don't know if it'll be in the game. We'll see. Right. So we're going to buy this fish farm. There we go. Net health and feeder health. Available fish and available food. Cool. So we're gonna go grab that. We're gonna go 5,000 for now. And then for food, go with a 50 kg bag. Oh. Oh, this is the pallets outside, right. Isn't it? It is, right. Sprint down this ladder or ramp with a 50 kg bag of food on us, no problem at all. How'd you take damage, huh? Hey, Maki. Can I put the bag down? Can't put the bag down because of that, really? I cannot operate the boat. I guess we take the smolt over. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, screw it. In that case. Get some salmon. I hope everyone's doing well. Right, we're gonna go down to our fish farm. Unequip the jigger, X. X unequips the item in your hand from your inventory. Also, it's in here. Funnily enough, most games come with controls. No worries. I had the same issue at first, and then I was like, wait. So I'll put up. I'm gonna put up an actual playlist of this run. Now that we've gone past our issues and are actually, you know, doing something. I'll upload them after I go off for food here in a bit. And then if it's behaving later, we'll probably do Star Citizen, because I'll probably just like to do a bit of salvaging and stuff. We'll see. Maybe a few more bounties and FPS combat. I presume this little boat could have slipped through there, but I don't think it's really worth it, is it? Going around the lighthouse. That's there's the if you can maybe see the fish farm there on the horizon. It's probably this one here. I've always kind of been looking for a game that's like SnowRunner or this or something, you know, you're kind of just tipping away and doing bits, but you actively develop the map and like can have ownership of businesses and stuff, you know. So kind of like it was like Rise of Industry or something, but in a, you know, a third person kind of way. Are there any games like that? Like you have all the truck sims and everything, but you don't actually, you just run jobs. You don't actually affect going on around you. You know what I mean? I keep mentioning that, but SnowRunner does it a bit because you affect the map. You build a bridge, you expand it. Railroader does it a bit, just because you're expanding your reach by building up the bridges and stuff. And as far as I know, when the towns and stuff come into Railroader, that's going to be a thing. That I think you can help develop the towns and stuff, which would be cool if that's what I read correctly. Now, how do we do this? We just go full speed ram it? PB4U4, X4, thank you for the follow. There's a little docking area there. Cool. So this is kind of where the servicing is going to come in then, right? Because we're going to have to like keep these up to date. You see the health first stuff and... already. Oh yeah, look, motor. So we're gonna have to come out and service this, turn on the engine. Daily consumption 150. Oh, daily consumption is 150. Yes, I did see it. Yes. Yes. I've also thought I've also thought about looking at the sale at the end of the Invictus week and seeing if like, is there anything I can upgrade for 20 or 30 euro? I was just thinking that this morning. I was like, oh, why am I doing this to myself? So the available fish is very low, and then we have to go get food. Yeah, but that's how they get you, you know. It's also not a bad thing for people if they want to incrementally do that. I wouldn't do it every year now, definitely no. But there's a couple of things I want to see. Like I have a caterpillar. So I've already spent stupid money on that game. Like I said, I was subscribed to it for a while. I think over the years I've spent $1,000, which is ridiculous when you think about it. But again, that's spread over, what is it now? 8 or 9 years, probably. Because again, I was very early in it. Oh, you bought a 600i. If I was getting the Ironclad, I'd definitely get it in game. But I'd also be using it as a home base and just like parking it in space somewhere. I was thinking to get an Ursa medical rover so that you can set your spawn point. If that works that way. Until we get bases, you know. Oh my god, my food is already here. I'm gonna dock up, I'm gonna run and get my food. And then we're gonna get the salmon some food. 150 per day though? So these fish farms have a big upkeep. I hope they make a bit of money. We did put in 10,000 units. Will they actively starve now, or I don't know if that's going to be in yet, like, but you have the medical C8 or that the Pisces? That would work too, wouldn't it? Because like the roof it retracts and everything. Yeah. Dude, now you have me thinking about it. I'm going to be looking at the website when I'm eating my food. I went back to one of the distribution hubs and got a bunch of armor and stuff. I barely made it out because the spirit's shields are so crap. I just need an Artemix helmet, and then I have a nice person set. So I kind of want to go back in. I'll park far away and drive in. Thought I had an Ursa actually myself. Do you know, does that fit in the back of the Corsair? I probably see an ad. Do we have to know how to fish and stuff with this game, or does it teach us? With the likes of the jigger, it'll teach you. Maybe I can do it here. I have a jigger on me. So, now my FPS and stuff is covering it a little bit, but if you look up in the top corner, it'll tell you, look at the open water and press E. The tutorial actually covers this over, so you don't see this when you're doing the tutorial. But, oh, I don't have the skill to use the jigger. But anyway, it'll tell you exactly what to do up in that top corner with the jigger. And that's not the button. If you go in here, it will also tell you exactly what to do with the jigger. But it's not explained as well here. But there is a tutorial, yeah. And then longline fishing is explained pretty well here. This is a key thing here. You do have to rest, technically. So like you do that by coming in here and looking at the clock when you're not moving, and you can rest for a period of time. Just remember to do that if you're longline fishing. The Zeus Explorer, Zeus Cargo, Vulture, FC7 Mark II, and the 600i. Oh, you bought a lot then. How much was the Zeus? I've got the Saber, which was like, is the upgrade from my original pledge of a 300i. Oh, by the way, Curse Black, the tutorial is actually decent. It'll teach you most of the beginning stuff that you need to know. And it'll take you through to getting this ship, actually. You'll get this ship in the tutorial. You got it when they start. Right. Yeah, what do I have? I have a Caterpillar. Caterpillar, Saber, Venture. Venture is the best thing I bought. Or Vulture. What's the Venture? Why am I getting that mixed up? Somewhere in the 150 ballpark, but I melted to them from the Spirit series ships. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is the Zeus going to be much better than the Spirit? Probably, because it'll be the newer boat, so it's going to be better. So we de-rig this. I hope that works, so that we can pick up these. Unless these just can't be placed here. Yep. Oh, they can. They can. Okay. Is this better on all accounts? Yeah, I was thinking that. Does look cool as well, so I'll give it that. Just easily bending down and putting down a 50 kg bag, no problem at all. Not at all, not at all. God, I've been recording for 3 hours and I never broke up the recording. Okay. Wait, how many of these did I buy? Are we duping here? Yeah, obviously I bought 4. Make a fleet core when the base building comes. Yeah, I probably will. I'll make an org or whatever. Or if someone else wants to do that for me. Wouldn't be against it. Guys, I'm gonna go grab my food 1 second, and then we'll go deliver this. Yeah, because it'll just take a couple minutes. He's saying up there. Okay, forgot what I ordered, but I'm happy with it. Right. Let's feed our fishies. But yeah, Spectre, feel free to send me a friend invite in game if you haven't already. Or on Steam or any of that. I think Waba is getting into it as well. Right, so we'll deliver some initial food and see how that goes, and then we'll go fishing again, like twice. If we go fishing again twice, we'll oh yeah, we'll definitely reach that, and then we'll have the money to buy the big fishing boat, which we'll be able to do net fishing. Just chewing on a bit of food here. Yeah, this will be interesting anyway. Also, did I take a bit more damage? Did. I can repair up to 10%. So if they're eating 150 kg a day, that's a big investment. And we only have it half filled, if even. Yeah, true. Both are true. Plenty of people that farm on people's wishes. Is there a streamer that's doing ships at sea that anyone knows that would be good to raid? We'll raid him in a minute. No, I'll just pick someone at random. And we'll keep it on this game, because I'd imagine that's what people are here for. The guys I know are not playing any similar type of game. So let me see, can we pop that in without having to carry it? No. There we go. Okay. We go up there. Climb up the ladder with the 50 kg bag of food. Nice, put the bag in and everything. Sweet, cool, okay. No waste here. How do you fast travel? You don't. It in the tutorial it teleports you back twice, but in the main game there's no fast travel yet. Yeah, just in the tutorial. Yeah, as far as I'm aware now, I haven't seen it anywhere. There's nothing on the map to fast travel to, and Although I haven't been up to the other port, so maybe it does it then, but I don't know. But generally, no. There's no autopilot yet. There's no fast travel. I think if there was fast travel in the game, it would take out a lot of the is that it? Is that all I need to do? Oh yeah, I probably need to turn it on. Right. Okay, so we've got 10,000 salmon in there. I guess we just have to keep feeding them to raise their size. Okay. That is a silent engine. Love it. Right, we'll raid Simidian. Vices. Oh, really?